Chicago didn't just have gangsters. Chicago had a system, and at the center of it was a man who smiled for the cameras while ordering executions behind closed doors. Al Capone wasn't a shadow figure. He wasn't hiding in alleys. He attended baseball games, gave interviews, donated to charities, and while America watched him like a celebrity, he quietly built the most powerful criminal empire the country had ever seen. This is the rise, reign, and collapse of Al Capone, the man who made organized crime modern. Alphonse Gabriel Capone was born in 1899 in Brooklyn, New York. His parents were Italian immigrants struggling to survive in overcrowded tenements. Crime surrounded him early. Gangs weren't an option, they were a ladder. By his early teens, Capone was already violent and undisciplined. At 14, he was expelled from school after punching a teacher. The streets became his classroom. He joined the 5 Points Gang, one of New York's most powerful criminal organizations, where he met Johnny Torrio, a man who would change his life. Torrio didn't just teach crime, he taught structure. In 1919, Prohibition went into effect. Alcohol was banned nationwide, but Americans didn't stop drinking. Johnny Torrio called Capone to Chicago, where illegal liquor was becoming more profitable than any legitimate business. Chicago was divided by neighborhoods, ethnic gangs, and political corruption. Capone saw something others didn't. This wasn't chaos. This was an untapped market. Under Torrio, Capone learned to manage operations, breweries producing illegal alcohol, trucks distributing it citywide, speakeasies selling it nightly, enforcers protecting territory, police officers taking bribes. Crime wasn't random, it was logistics. When Torrio was nearly assassinated by rivals, he retired, leaving Capone in control at just 26 years old. Capone expanded aggressively. By the late 1920s, the Chicago outfit earned over $100 million per year. Adjusted for today, that's over $1 billion annually. Capone's biggest rival was George Bugs Moran of the North Side Gang. Moran controlled territory Capone wanted. Shootings escalated. Ambushes became routine. Chicago turned into an open war zone. Capone decided to end it permanently. February 14, 1929. 7 men from Moran's gang were lined up inside a garage. Men dressed as police ordered them against the wall. Then came the machine guns. The bodies were destroyed. Capone was in Florida, legally untouchable. But the message was clear. This wasn't gang violence anymore. It was terrorism. Public opinion turned overnight. Police couldn't touch Capone. Witnesses vanished. Judges were bribed. Juries were intimidated. So the federal government changed strategy. They followed the money. Capone lived like a king, but reported no income. In 1931, he was charged with tax evasion. At trial, the judge secretly replaced the jury to prevent bribery. Capone was sentenced to 11 years. The empire collapsed instantly. Capone was sent to Alcatraz. No power, no protection, no influence. His untreated syphilis destroyed his mind. The man who ruled Chicago couldn't remember his own crimes. By the time he was released, Capone was no longer dangerous. He was broken. Al Capone died in 1947. But his blueprint survived. He proved crime could operate like a corporation. That violence could be strategic. That corruption could scale. Every cartel, mob boss, and crime syndicate that followed borrowed from Capone's model. He didn't just run Chicago. He redefined organized crime. Like and subscribe for more Kingpin history.